Hey guys, finals is about to start. Hoping everything goes well technically. My BR is currently outrageous. It's at 331k. I have these fancy scrolls on, some of the fancy pots, and I gained a bunch of BR. First up, I'm pretty much betting on everybody having an orange Aegis at this point. With the event that we had recently. I'm sorry if I don't talk too much during this finals. I could tell from the last one that the commentary does affect my play a little bit, and I played pretty well last time, so I want to make sure that I'm focused and play my best. I'm gonna use this shield. The amount of damage that's dealt in this new version, and my cell phone's going off. That's fantastic. Let me see if I can do something about this. Just going to wait to see if I can get around a Guardian Rune. I think everybody's going to bring that. Yep, everybody's going to try and Guardian Rune before somebody else can ult, even myself. So it's a little bit touch and go. Everything's about timing, making sure that you can Guardian Rune in time, and I think everybody's taking a little more conservative of a route, which is interesting. Ready, next fight. Pretty much have to be ready for anybody. I do pause a little bit to see if they pick a skill. I want to see if they have a Chaos Rune because I do use Rain of Fire, which has a longer cooldown than Meteor. So if I wipe out my troops, it'll be a while before I can lose the Chaos and be able to clear my opponent's troops. I'm gonna get the shield on. I don't mind having to get rid of that shield in favor of the Guardian Rune. You can't use a Guardian Rune and a shield at the same time. Oh, and just cleared my Guardian Rune. She has this AoE, which I do not have. Let's see here. Hoping to get my Guardian Rune in before this. And I don't. Pity. What I'm gonna do is heal up a little bit. Send my ult. Not do nearly as much as I wanted it to. She got this heal reduction on me, but managed to kill her off alright. Sorry if my voice is going a little bit, you guys. My throat's not feeling fantastic right now. King Minion here. It's a good player, so I need to be on top of my stuff. One problem is I haven't recently fought most of these top players other than in group arena, which is by nature quite different than class wars. So I'm not totally sure what runes people are deciding to bring this time. Gonna get my shield up and awaken. Get Devil's Gaze out, so in case he decides to devour soul, it won't do quite as much. I should not have done that. I should have done a basic attack instead of using awe. But his Guardian Rune's going to be up next, and so I'm going to use my ultimate, and then a Guardian Rune. And why? Come on. Guardian Rune. Just not on top of it. Get a heal in, though it's going to be very, very reduced. Hoping that I can get out and be in time for another Sylph. I am going to make it to Sylph before he is, which is a very good thing. Let's see here. Having some issues with the Guardian Rune. I need to get back into Sylph as immediately as possible and do as much damage as I can. Hoping to stop him from going into Sylph mode with this awe. And I didn't. And he has a Guardian Rune on. So bad news for me. Go, go, go. And I think we're done. And I think I failed. Yeah, he got a lot more damage in. So that was just poor playing on my part. But very good job, Minion. So I have some catch-up work here to do. I need to do better against people than basically the top people. So I need to win this one against Solaris if I want to stay in contention. And that's probably not one way to do it. I just made a mistake, which is using Restore, which I didn't mean to use. Of course, I restore my true, which is fantastic. I don't see him going after the Sylph, so I'm just going to shield. Maybe trying to play it patient. And he got that heal in before I could use Devil's Gaze. A bit limited here, but one good thing is he used an Amnesia, so I know he can't put a Guardian Rune on anytime soon. I'm going to put on a Guardian Rune myself. Maybe should have waited for the ultimate attack, but I think I'm okay. See if I can't get one more attack in. Oh, I should have used Devour Soul. What's going on? I think he's out of Awakening points. I wasn't able to use his ultimate attack. I just deflected, so I think I got this win. That's enough. So a big win against Solara. I'm not sure that was quite him playing. It was a little uncharacteristic, but I'll take it. That loss against Minion, I really have to make up for quite a bit if I want to be able to be in the top 3. Robbie and Anne are the only ones with 4 wins right now, which is to be expected to some extent, because Anne is a very good player with a lot of BR, probably the second highest BR of the bunch, and Robbie has a BR that is not easily overcome. He has not had a great track record in class wars, but yeah. Would like to say more than that, but I want to focus on the fight. Hopefully get the Centaurian and a shield up, and just watch me on YouTube later. Got a Damnation in, and an Amnesia. Again, actually enjoying seeing those Amnesias. They're much less problematic now that not doing so hot. I'm coughing a lot. But yeah, actually, quite happy to see the amnesia runes when I go into Sylph because they're pretty easy to deal with, and so I don't have to worry about getting a guardian rune against my ultimate attack later. So Anne took a loss to somebody, which is pretty incredible. So we have 4 people at 4 wins and Robbie with 5. Might just be Robbie's time. I think he's ruined more than enough wages at this point that he's due for a win. A little bit of lag getting Ray 7's tune to show up, but it looks okay now. The lone pan user. I get my shield up. Still kind of iffy on this plan, but I'm sticking with it. I think it's conceptually okay. It should help me in a tiebreaker to be able to defend a little bit more. But we'll see. I might actually be in a bit of trouble if I don't deal more damage, but not totally sure. Get the real shield on, the real guardian, 58% against that big ultimate attack. Get Awe in. Awe is a great attack, very, very powerful. Hits twice and quite strong. And that's enough. Alright, looks like Solaris took a loss, and so King Minion, Anne, and myself are tied up with 5 wins. I just did an emergency resistance stone conversion. It'll be pretty funny if I get DHR here. No, I get garlic. What's going on? Because I was looking at the list and remembering that DHR uses a Cerberus, and I had not converted my my light resistance stones to fire yet, which I almost always do for every class wars. So that was a bit of a close call as far as just me being forgetful, I guess. With this shield plan, I actually don't mind going second. It's not a huge deal to me. And Garlic is going the want to deal as much damage route as possible. Has damnation on me. Has this. Well, I thought that attack that she just used was to increase the damage dealt to me. Maybe I'll use this Guardian. There's Awe. And she just put the Guardian on. But, actually mine's still up for the ultimate. I think Garlic should have just waited there. So yeah, I have to get out of here. It's actually going to force me out. I'm going to do a restore as well. It helps with reducing damage dealt. I'm not in a great position here. I guess I have to auto attack. I don't really have enough rage for Centauria. I don't really want to use my heal rune yet. One more turn. Use Rain of Fire. I want to get some attacks in. I don't want to just sit here healing. I want to over heal basically. But running a little bit low on time here. Let's see here. Can I get double? What happened? I thought whoa. That play went fast. I had no sense of time in that. I can't say this is my best performance, but seem to be managing so far. Here's Nicholas, who I lost to in prelims, so definitely at least need to be a little bit careful. Should be able to beat him if I play right, but I was definitely I lost my footing in the prelims, but I'm not totally on top of it in that fight. Might have been a little early for that shield. He's using Restore, which will put a little bit of a buff on him. He's leading with Awe, which I did last time. I don't think it's the greatest plan. I'm just using some basic attacks. Get the Guardian Rune on. What in God's name? Getting really frustrated. I'm not going to be able to use my ultimate, but I at least got a deflect on him, so that's going to be an issue. There we go. I think both of us were being a little too patient. Both just clearly very conservative players. I'm thinking that my current strategy is not the greatest in the world. But yeah, we'll see. So I didn't realize last time that that King Minion and Solar had taken losses, so I'm actually in third, second and by I'm tied in wins, but second by BR. King Minion can still catch up to me though. He might have lost to somebody that I'll also lose to. There we go. Here's the HR. Very, very glad I got that fire resistance on. That could have been bad. There's a Chaos Rune on me, which is still pretty popular. Lead, not as popular as it used to be. Oh, I could have used a Rain of Fire there. He cleared my troops, but not the end of the world. I'm trying to get Centauria and the shield in. Or you know what? Maybe I'm just gonna go for it. And hopefully prevent some sort of like restore type of deal. Though Cerberus doesn't have oh, that's interesting, a slow. This might become a problem for me when I try to use a Guardian Rune in a timely fashion, but he didn't use a Guardian Rune obviously because he just used a Mire, so he's not going to be able to protect himself. And I think I either won on the bleed from that Delphic, or it just took a second to kill him. It seemed to like pause a little bit. So still in decent shape to get into the top 3, but I do have to be on top of it. I think I need a win against Robbie or Anne in order to not drop down to the same win-loss record as Solar and King Minion. Alright, looks like things are par for the course. Anybody who counted on Gruntar to get into third, though, might have some trouble with their wager. I don't think he can quite recover. He's a very good player, but I'm guessing that people just gain too much BR. Here's Robbie, which this is going to be one hell of a fight to win. For some reason I thought he was going to lead with some fancy rune. And, I went with a basic attack. Got a thunder on me, but at least the slow didn't proc, so not too problematic. My plan is going to be a little different with Robbie. I think I'm just going to play really conservatively and try and get the Sylph in at the 100% and see if it works. gonna let him sell first. I think I only have really one chance at beating him, and that's protecting myself a lot here. And sylphing at the 100%. Please get that Guardian Rune in. Oh, thank God. Nice, and I procced an illusion also. That's very good for me. He does have a blood rune on me. Don't think that's the greatest rune choice in the world. But then again, it might not matter because he has so much BR. He's gonna have to get out soon. Hopefully I can get this heal rune in, please. Yes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna heal up and finally go into sylph mode. I'm gonna use Devil's Gaze so that if he does heal, will not heal for as much. I think he has a regeneration astral that is behaving very well for him. I really need an ultimate on him right now. Oh, and he used an amnesia on me, but it didn't block that. Thank goodness. Come on, come on. I'll only be able to do a basic attack, but it's better than the alternative. Oh, I didn't get a Guardian Rune. Come on. Please let me do more damage, please. Oh, no. Alright, well, did the best I could. I was hoping to be able to wipe him out in that last sylph mode with a 100% increase, but wasn't quite enough. So I have dropped down to 4th place because I think Solaris has more BR than I do, and we're on equal footing. I took that loss to King Minion, and he has a better. I mean, I have more BR than he does, so here we go. Here's Gruntar, very good player, and he also uses. It's probably one of the only people who switches to a Will Destroyer build for the Class Wars period. I think I would do it if the rewards for Class Wars were better, but it's on the order of millions upon millions of gold for me to do that, and right now I would rather just work on my astrals. With Gruntar, I also have to be a little bit smart. He does have a Will Destroyer build, and I think that I have to be a little bit patient with him. Trying to figure out what on earth he's doing. I can't tell if he just went inactive or what he decided on. He's waiting for me, maybe, to make a move. I want to see that ult when he's using that on me. All the things. So I did get my Guardian Rune on for that ultimate attack, which is good news for me. Hoping that my ultimate attack gets pushed to the 100%. And it will be. Well, he's going to have the regen protection, but I don't think it's going to be quite enough. The bleed rune is actually sort of effective with when he took away my Centaurian. Oh, 2 crit. I'm just going to attack. I think the damage is a better bet. Alright, victory. Managed to deal more damage. That is the tiebreaker for these fights. So it's actually very nerve-wracking right now. There's a lot of these going to the end, and it depends on who's dealing the most damage. So it's a tough balance of wanting to attack and deal more damage, as well as protect yourself and prevent damage coming to you. So yeah, I find it quite nerve-wracking. Here's Anne. Um, always familiar with Anne, but always seem to not play that fantastic against him. But I have a general idea of what's going to be coming. So I'm just going to go with my basic plan for now. I think Anne might have Damnation though, unless he's changing things up. I think I might go with the less rush plan, like I did with Robbie and Gruntar. So he's going to Sylph, and I'm just going to heal and protect myself in any way possible. Illusion's behaving pretty well. Come on, where's that ult? Oh, I didn't even see. Oh, that's frustrating. And I just healed him. That's fantastic. Had the chaos on and didn't even notice it. So I'm gonna have my turn. But I know I'm not gonna deal enough damage for this. He's just gonna throw on a Guardian Rune and I'm gonna be in hell. He's waiting for me to use my ultimate attack. That's a-okay with me. His Guardian's down, but his heal is up. I'm going to use a Guardian Rune after this to hopefully not let him do as much damage with that Sylph the second time. Come on. Throw me a bone here. Oh yeah, this is definitely a lot. Too much damage taken. Alright, well, rough class wars. Took another loss. So I actually might be behind. Let's see here. I will probably fall behind King Minion. It depends on what's going on with Solara. If Solara beats somebody that I couldn't beat, then he might be in good shape. Ariel here. I don't know quite where she stands as far as BR goes, but just have to go with the flow. Here I might try and be a little bit more aggressive. I'm having a really hard time. I had this problem in prelims also, is like is getting a feel for whether or not I should be more aggressive or just bide my time and be more patient and try to use my Sylph mode at a time that will be more effective. Still not totally sure. And I should not have just clicked on myself. Oh, maybe we're okay. I thought Ariel will get that all in before I could Sylph, and it would actually just stop me for a turn. I get a basic attack in here and hope that I can get a Guardian Rune in, and I can't. Alright, all the timing in my head that I have for these Guardian Runes is getting completely ruined, so I definitely have to adjust for next class wars. And she just got this deflect on me. Just looking at my points right now to see what kind of position I'm in as far as oh, come on, get out. No, come on. Oh, alright. Yeah, that was a nice one on her part. Had a really nice deflect in there and just took a bad loss. So I'm pretty much out of the running at that point. Just not a great performance on my part. Um, I I highly doubt that anybody is going to lose Ariel just looking at the standings. So that's pretty much put me out. Um, looks like Gruntar is also struggling. He's definitely a viewer and Garlic as well, who's a good player who I struggled against in prelims twice. I mean, I won both, but it was not terribly pretty. So I'm clearly struggling a bit, just figuring out how to navigate having the runes available in Sylph mode. All right. Well, everybody who I can at least make a point about King Minion, which is people who were talking about who are the contenders for Class Wars, and I actually did throw his name out there. So he's obviously doing very well, and it looks like Solaris took another loss, so he's probably out. Only a couple more fights to go. Here's Florian, who I think is at a huge BR disadvantage, but obviously after that last fight, can't really take anybody for granted. And now I might just shield him, which is fantastic. That's actually a well-timed Chaos Rune. I got lucky and didn't give the shield to him. So I'm just going to use a basic attack and go. That will get rid of this Chaos. Get Devil's Gaze in. Devil's Gaze does reduce the amount of healing that folks get from the Devour Soul, this guy. Try to get my Guardian in. There's the Guardian rune. Great. I thought this attack, yeah, it does some sort of like damnation type deal. But he just got deflected, which is really nice on my part. Makes my life easier when my percentage astrals behave. I'm just going to attack away. That chaos prevents me from healing, but it doesn't do much about my attacks. So Rain of Fire is actually enough. Oh, so Anne, Rose, and Robbie just tied up. I'm thinking Anne might have just beat Robbie, actually. That might have been what happened. And King Minion won ahead. So really the only way that I can pull this off is if I win here and King Minion loses the fight, and Solara also doesn't win. Because Solara, if we're tied, will get third over myself. So that's a lot of ifs in order to get into the top 3 Class Wars. In my personal opinion, I actually just don't really deserve this one. Not playing that great, and I think I misplanned this month. So I have to think things through a bit. Maybe the shield wasn't the most fantastic idea, but I do tend to like to conceptualize a plan and follow it through. So the preferred method. I have chaos on me, so I'm not sure how easily that affects runes. There's Devil's Gaze. Looks like I have this amnesia on me. One more turn, I think. I think I'm just going to let it go. Oh, come on. We should have done Devour Soul. I feel like these awakening points are just disappearing on me today. And there it is. So, those are the ends of the. Why are prelim results will be posted shortly? I think it should say finals. Um, but um, definitely a rough class wars for me. It says right now my ranking's at 5, and I'm guessing it's gonna stay there. So we'll see what the final tally is, but I think it's gonna stay where it is. So final scores are in. Looks like Robbie finally pulled it off, which is fantastic. I think anybody with that BR, it's about time that he gets a win. Um, and always staying up there, very competitive. Got the same number of wins, just losing by BR. And King Minion did a fantastic job. He must have beaten a bunch of people that I couldn't beat, or just did not do well enough against. I think he had a good game plan from what I could tell, and so very happy for him. He's another Kabam player, and also one of the other people who strips for TOKNM. So I'm always happy to see somebody do well there. Me, I'm in the what I would call the bridesmaid spot, which is fourth place. So no prizes for me as far as mounts go, but still not bad. Not that great of a performance for me this month. So I don't really think I deserve this one. Um, so hopefully, kind of rearrange my game plan for next month and do better. And so yeah, hopefully adjusting will work. I think I played a little too conservatively this month. Having this big fear of not being able to do the Guardian runes in time and being so conservative that I actually just messed myself up. Um, uh, Trying to time those, and I would end up late, making sure that they would put their Delphic skill out, and so I wouldn't be able to use it in time. So definitely need to adjust and see what I can figure out for next month. So thanks for watching, you guys, and have a very good day.